Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Yeah. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. See, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer. You know we gotta find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? What's going everybody thinks we're oh, but who will they judge us? Simply because our hair is long. Oh, you know bring some understanding here today.
What's going on?
Welcome. What's
Man,
up?
Talk
what's up,
Monday,
what's up?
baby.
Man, Talk Monday. Join Shed Alive. Y'all know what time it is.
Yes.
Yes, God.
We definitely doing this one right here.
Join. Share that button. Share.
Yes, God. Everybody hit the comments. Let me know y'all can hear us well and fine.
Let's go.
Hey, Kiara, how you doing?
Kiara, you know I ain't scared to hit that note.
Come on now. Hey, one thing about it now.
He ain't even.
The height now. Let this cup get down. The height now.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Like
everybody.
my
Welcome.
Welcome, man. Y'all join the Shed Alive, man. Big E, what's going on, homie? Y'all already know. This Man Talk Monday, September 28th. Is that the right day? Yeah.
Yes.
28th. Yeah.
Mr. Corey
Y'all join
himself.
in.
What's up, man?
Yeah. You got to drop that mic. You got to drop that volume, brother. You got to drop your volume. We got guests in the business today. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all know how radio work.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, y'all join the Shed Alive, man. Let's get it pumping.
Yes.
Who else? What the comments at? Y'all make sure y'all can hear us. Now I think y'all can hear us because Kiara laughing. And we laughing at me, Kiara.
Yes. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Yes. What's up? Talk to us, people. Talk to us. Y'all log in. Join the Shed Alive. Join and Shed the Live. Y'all see this conversation? Y'all see the topic of conversation today? Y'all know what we talking about today.
It's
in case you don't know,
it's something different, man. It's definitely something different, man.
It's a conversation. It's a conversation. It's a conversation that we need to have. It's a part of the conversations that we want to have because we want to gain understanding. I think that the primary purpose of our show and what we do is to provide as well as gain understanding. We don't know it all. I don't know it all myself. So it's why we lean on each other to have these conversations so we can figure it out. Corey, what's going on? Dread, what's going on? Yo, Clark Marvelous. Y'all check DJ Clark Marvelous out on WMMR Sundays at 3 o'clock, I think. Post your show biz, bro.
Definitely mix you down, mix the tape down.
Yeah,
check out his YouTube, matter of fact, too.
Yeah, check out his YouTube, man. Check out all the mixes he be doing. And if you need him for a party, make sure you holler at Clark Marvelous, man. Make sure you get at Clark Marvelous in the comments. Also, get at E. Go to mistakenid.com. That's MISTAKNID.com, man. Copy some merch. Those new shirts dropping for them 12s. Boy, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to get my shirt. Y'all don't understand how I'm wearing that thing all the time. You heard?
Let's go. Let's go.
So,
All right, so
let's take off, man. It is Man Talk Monday. Today is Monday, September 28th. I am your boy. I am the man. Mama, there goes that man. It's him. It's Big C Dub. Y'all already know what time it is. The brand ambassador for Mistaken Identity, as well as just an awesome guy.
yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Mr. Taterhead himself, Mr. We Buy Houses, man. YouTube, check that out. We got so much more coming. Gang itself, gaining, growing a new generation coming soon. That's another platform we got coming. And I'm pass it on. Let's go. Let's
All
get
right,
it.
hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Monday, everybody. It's your boy Devin, aka Dub. And before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to Kiara Rich, man. She got her medical license, man. It was her first day in the medical field today. So just want to give her a special shout out to that. And besides that, man, let's get into it, man.
All right, now, Kiara, congratulations on that.
Congratulations.
Now. All right,
Big
now.
ups.
All right, now I know, if I hurt my knee, I ain't going to the hospital. I'm getting on. Hey, I need Kiara to come see about this. But
Big ups.
as always, we got to show love to the people who show love to us. It is so important. I can't stress this enough. So, we got the official brand of Man Talk Monday. Everybody, or almost everybody, got on the shirt. Mistaken Identity. Go to the website, cop the merch. We got Tanasha Ridges in the comments. Tanasha Ridges Credit Repair Services. Man,
Right.
she will repair that credit.
Yes,
I know a lot
yes.
of y'all. Listen, I know the pandemic done caused a lot of your credit to drop. I understand it's not a problem. You're not being judged.
Definitely
But you need
not.
to holler at Tanasha. If you are a Man Talk Mondays subscriber, a viewer, and you have a One United bank account, she'll give you 25% off of credit repair services. So make sure you get at Tanasha Ridges in the comments. Hey, Tanasha. Yeah, man. Also, like I say, Mistaken Identity, man. Go cop the merch, man. MistakenIdentity.com. My main man, always in the building with us. The big CEO, Big E. You get what I'm saying? Always here. Also, Sandra's Accessories, man. If you purchase $20 or more, mention Man Talk Monday, she's gonna give you 10% off orders, $20 or more. Make sure y'all get it. That young lady. Go to Instagram. It is at Sandra's Accessories on Instagram. Make sure y'all order something, man. Order 4-5 things. Order some cute accessories for your daughters. Your old lady still wear $5 slides, man. Stop capping. Go get your old lady some $5 slides.
Hey, for sure. Sharona, she ain't in the comments, but Sharona Moore on Facebook, she got accessories. She doing $5 accessories, same thing. We got Triple J Auto Mechanics, we got Shine Time Mobile Detailing, we got Secure Lanes, we got another clothing line. It's Azza. Is it? I gotta get the real name, man. I be messing up on people's business. I know people be looking, but if you in the comments, man, drop your business. Definitely drop your business. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah. Oh, also Kara, man, she got that nonprofit. Kara, drop your nonprofit info, man. Y'all make sure y'all support that. We always support people who trying to support our community, man. Not everything is for $1. Some things ought to make the future better, and we always respect that. So make sure you drop that info. Big Quint, what's good, boy? Man, went to middle school with Quint. It's crazy, but it's a blessing to see you alive, my brother. A lot of us ain't make it, man. Who else is up there? Yeah, Marlon show 3:30 to 4:30 call. Candy's conversation, something to that effect. Also, Big Chris, what's going on, Big Chris? Yo, how you feeling, baby? Like, join, subscribe, share, do all that. But yeah. Devin, you got anybody you want to shout out real quick?
Let me give a shout out to Channing Lewis for Professional Cleaning Services, 36 Jump Street, trucking services. He'll come anywhere, anytime. And and Tamika, man, Unlimited Masterpieces in Bold, with Bold Creations or Bold by Tamika, if I'm not mistaken. But those are, like I said, Kiara Rich and Tamika. Those are two young ladies that are very doing their thing out here, man. So I just want to get props on them and up on that too, man. Besides that, man, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
One more thing. Hold on before we take off. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the Hype Fam. Don't forget to look into Crystal and Toya makeup tutorial. They just started their Mommy and Me page. So if you on Facebook, go to Mommy and Me and like the page. Let's get it.
Yeah.
And Chris, it's Heat in 7.
Who?
I'm responding to Chris. It's Heat in 7, baby.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen.
but we didn't get into it.
Before we even get serious, this is my big issue. This is the problem that I'm having. I'm a Heat fan.
Yeah.
I'm from Miami. That's my team.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with LeBron though. I want LeBron to be as successful as possible. He's deserved it and he's earned it.
Yeah.
So while I will not be rooting for LeBron, I am not mad if LeBron does win. I do not take that as a slight against Miami. One thing about it, I figured out LeBron game, and what he did was he was in the East every year, beating the East every year, going to the championship. But he go up against the West, and it's a problem. So now what he says, let me go to the West, and if I get to the championship from the West, nobody in the East can beat me. So I think that's what's gonna happen, man. I like whoever wins that game. I love LeBron, what he does for our community and young men, and I'm a Heat fan. So, but with that being said,
Heat in 7, man.
Hey,
no cap.
Y'all hear the predictions. Y'all don't go to the bookies
Heat
on
in
that.
7, no cap.
But yeah, so let's get into it, man. Today's topic, and I've heard the phraseology used a lot. I've seen it a lot, and it kind of bothers me that our sisters feel this way. But we want to explore it and find out what's going on. We're trying to figure out what is, what they mean, what is meant when it is said. We're gonna provide our insight on the situation. And the question is posed: are black men dropping the ball on protecting our queens? Are the brothers dropping the ball on protecting our sisters? And we want to know. And to all my sisters is in the comments, sisters, if y'all feel as if black men have been dropping the ball on protecting you all, drop a comment, man. Let us know what you mean. I think that it's important for us to understand the meaning of protection in you guys' eyes, so that we can better equip ourselves to do just that. Also, if you want to get on the live stream, you already know we'll share that link. Maybe you could drop and get on this live, get your hair done or whatever you need, get your makeup ready, or however you get done. But y'all can definitely get on the live. But yeah, fellas, man, what y'all think, man? Well, are black men dropping the ball on protecting the sisters?
I don't know if it's dropping the ball. I think I can't really say dropping the ball. I don't think we're dropping the ball on protecting our sisters. I don't think that at all. I think our sisters somewhat put themselves in predicament that with a person that's gonna put you in a situation where you either gonna do what you gotta do, or you gonna deal with excuse me, y'all. Either you're gonna deal with what you gotta deal with, or you're gonna remove yourself from that situation. A lot of sisters gotta stop putting themselves in predicaments to where it causes them to be harmed or hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we dropping the ball. I think things are getting more different. Well, I ain't gonna say different. I'm gonna say to the point where I think sisters becoming a little bit violent now. They becoming a little bit violent now. They can get these guns.
Yeah,
they got more guns than us. Let's be honest, because a lot of us convicted felons. They ain't scared to poke their chest out. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like they handle, like you say all the time, man. They feel like they handling more in the house. So I think they got to stop putting themselves in predicaments. I ain't seen a woman, well, besides Ronda Rousey. I don't know. Hit a man with no problem and they ain't get their ass tore up. But
I mean, to my opinion, I think like how Cody said, it's different avenues you can go by in different definitions of dropping the ball in protection. Now, this is my opinion. If this is what we're talking about, you're talking as if I already have somebody, is my job in protecting her, making her feel secure in who she is. Do she feel safe around me? Do she feel like her man can take care of that business and I can sit back and not worry about it, or just how like protecting, or just how like the ease mind frame, knowing that you have a good man knowing you have a good man, knowing you got protection, knowing you feel safe by that man and stuff like that. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You feel me? But like I say, everybody got they different definitions of it. But that's my definition of it. You know what I'm saying? And on that aspect, I don't think we dropping the ball on that, especially if you don't pick the one you want to be with. Now, if you out here doing your thing, of course, you can't treat every queen like she, or you know what I'm saying, how everybody think that they deserve, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be honest with you, everybody you meet ain't queens, man, just because they say they is that they ain't. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can't treat everybody like they number one. I mean, you got to go through what you go through. Find out who you like, you know what I'm saying? Conversation can tell you everything in 2 minutes, man. Like real talk. You feel me? So, like I said, to answer your question, I don't think we dropping the ball on that. If that's the avenue, I think we going down.
Okay. I don't know. So it really depends on how you view the protection thing. It's like, are we talking about physical protection? Are we talking about the emotional protection?
All that.
The protection of one's character, one's image, things like that. I think that if that is the case, then there's some things that can be attributed to the brothers, and I think that there's some things that cannot. When you talk about protecting the reputation of our sisters, I think that reputation, along with character and things like that, that is to each individual. I would hate to think that people would malign an entire group of people because of the experiences with a couple of them. But that's unfortunately what we have, is tantamount to women calling men dogs because of the experience that they've had with a couple of different men. So, I mean, in that aspect, I mean, those things there, I think that your reputation is everything, and I do everything that I can to protect my reputation, and you should do to your, that for yourself. If you're talking about the physical protection aspect, that one is a little more difficult, because time and time again, we've seen situations where guys may have, jumped in to protect someone from harm that was not their doing, or was not their business. And some people have even, suffered the ultimate consequence, which is the loss of life, essentially getting in someone else's business. Now, while saying that, I cannot stand by and watch no man haul off and just whoop on no woman ass. I can't do that. I am trying to mind my business as best as possible. But my brother, you gonna have to go somewhere else. And if she decides to follow you to where you going, then she must be like that punishment. But you cannot, in front of me, just be hauled off and beating no woman ass. I think that a lot of brothers need to step up in those types of situations, regardless as to what is going on. Okay, I know there's extenuating circumstances. You could have talked about my mama, could have did something to my child, all of that good stuff, man. But the optics of it all, I just could not sit there and watch a man dominate a woman, because I know as a man what I could do. So I could imagine that pressure being exuded on a woman, and I don't think that that's right. And I couldn't stand by and watch that. But I mean, that's physical protection.
What about the women beating up the men?
And the same, well, you know what?
You gotta think
it's
about
so
that.
unfair, and it's so unfair that has to be brought up, and I'm gonna tell you exactly.
But
why.
it's a double standard. But at the end of the day, boy, you still got to be your man. So it's like,
that's why I said
it's like you damn if you do, damn if you don't, bro.
I mean, that's why I said it's so
Right.
unfair. And the reason
You know
why
what I'm saying?
Because
Hey,
I mean, the reason why I
she
say
jumping
that,
on my neck, choking
Right.
me and punching me up.
Right. Well, see, the reason why I said that is because you're right. If I see a woman beating on a man, my mind psychologically, and I'm like, God damn, my brother, man, what you doing, brother? You need to defend yourself. But if I see a woman getting beat on by a man, it instantly provokes the instinct of like a father protecting his daughter, or a man protecting his wife. And I think that that's something psychological within all of us. But that is a good point. I mean, because I done seen some women, man. I know a woman, man. Shout out to this young lady named Hannah. Boy, Hannah is about 6'3". Listen, I'm talking about Amazon. And I'm pretty sure she be beating up on niggas. Beautiful women. I mean, beautiful young lady. Beautiful young lady. I'm not maligning her anyway as far as her appearance. But she is like 6'3".
Right.
And matter of fact, she's a bodyguard. She will hem your ass up and get you up out of there. So I could just imagine if I seen her like going in ham beating on the dude, but I don't feel the need to help him. I do feel the need to help her if a dude just beating on her.
That's bad.
He got to be a
That's
man
bad.
beating on that one.
That's bad.
Yeah, boy.
That's kind of bad because you see Ronda Rousey getting beat up. That mean you feel bad for her? No, I don't.
That's
I don't
a little
feel
different. She
bad.
Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah,
I think I mind
that's-
my
yeah,
business
that's
when it
a
comes to them.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't get into that.
at-
Anglo-Saxon business. I'm talking about the brothers.
At
and
the
the
end of the
sisters.
day, I mind my business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. You put yourself in that predicament, mama. And you did something. Ain't no man just jumping up like blah, 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 blah.
You don't
No.
know that though, bro.
Wait,
don't
let me
see
stop you
See,
right there.
and that's the part I be.
We're not trying to
I,
get shut down by none of these organizations. Listen, he don't feel that way.
No,
He's
listen,
drinking or
but that's the part y'all be tripping on. Y'all know what people be going on. What
Listen.
that man probably could woke up and wanted to just knock somebody the hell out. And this old lady was the first one he saw. He probably ain't mean to knock out, but when it happened, he knocked that ass
Oh
out.
no, he meant to knock her
You
ass
know what I'm saying?
But see, and that's the thing. So I think that that's one of the.
If
more
we gonna
bigger
address
issues.
this, we gotta address mental health in our
God,
community.
man, no, we could, no.
Well, I mean, it's a part of everything. I mean,
If
it's a part
it
of that
go to
because-
that,
because I
Domestic
think that-
violence and all that goes under the same boat to me. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. Point blank. No man should put his
but
hands on a
ain't
female.
no
but like-
woman
but as you-
getting justified for beating up these men.
because ain't no
Women
man, because
getting
ain't no man going to
1500
jail.
leave the house.
Because ain't no man going to jail to report them, my man. You
And when
go,
they
go be
do,
the first one to
You
go.
look like a little bit.
See, and that's your mouth, and that's what I'm saying.
But see,
But
That's
let's
what I'm
be real.
saying.
Address the real situation. They hit it first.
no, stop.
That's not the real situation.
Stop.
You never know.
Okay, the real situation is that our black women are feeling like they are not protected by the brothers. What I'm simply stating is these situations have really see how you feel like now you feel and keep in mind it didn't used to be that way. And you know, the sisters, ladies, we love to talk about what used to be. We didn't used to have this issue, but because we do have this issue, it's important to note. Yes, bro, if a woman puts her hands on you, then you need to provide yourself protection.
Right.
I'm not saying and I'm not advocating that you haul off and beat no woman ass. I personally
I don't say that. I'm just saying, it's women out here beating men down.
I don't disagree with that. I know women who will beat on a man.
Okay.
I know women like that. What I'm saying is, in that circumstance, that man needs to protect himself. And if by doing so, you have to physically put your hands on her, then that's the cost of doing business. But I don't really think that we're talking about that.
Okay,
We're kind
so
of
what
talking
we
about
talking
that
about?
guy
Yeah,
who
yeah.
come home and
Yes.
dinner
Water
was
bottle.
cooked at 4. He got off late at 6,
It
and
is
he didn't
cold.
get home until 7. So it's not hot no more. And when he eat and he don't like it because it's not hot, he throw the plate and slap his wife.
I think I think that's
more
going
so
back
like what we
to
talking about.
a
We're not
mental
talking about a
thing.
guy
That goes back
that's
to
like protecting himself.
I
but
think
you
that
got
goes
some
back to a
dudes, bro.
mental issue.
Yeah, but okay,
Or-
okay. But going back to the topic, going back to the topic, it's like under protection. Yeah, it goes under that. If you have a female that can go to sleep calm and walk around this earth knowing that her man ain't for to put his hands on her, knowing have the mind frame that my man taking care of the bills and all that. Yeah, having the mind frame that my man taking care of this and that. I mean, that's all under protection. That's all under a safe and easy mind frame to have in a relationship with anybody. You feel me?
So you-
And
So you
to go back to what
You
I
said-
forgot who said it, but going back to the comment, like I think that's under the same boat, man.
You
Well,
said-
see, that's-
so we protecting our women.
But that's what I mean.
Emotionally,
Yeah, if you want to, if you want to, yeah, and not we dropping the ball. I say we dropping the ball at we just trying to juggle too many things at one time. You feel me? We trying to juggle A, B, and C and D. Maybe and we all know at the end of the day, C and D ain't getting no attention, but C and D the main ones talking. You know what I'm saying? As I say, everybody evolved in a real man. Not even gonna say a real man, but evolved in a man that want to settle down with one female. You know what I'm saying? And once you get to that point, yeah, it's your duty to make that female feel like she the only one in the world. Make her feel like she the, you know what I'm saying? She the best thing out here walking. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. And that's what I say. That's all on the ease of a mind thing. You feel me? And that's what I call like not dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause
So,
I'm-
but I mean, so okay. So, in my mind, right, like I say, because it's different facets of the protection that I think that we should be providing.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we let other people malign our sisters? No. But then again, you know what? I often have to tell my sisters to stop calling each other bitches. I hate, and any woman that has had casual conversation with me, they will tell you, I do not like when women refer to each other as bitches. I don't like it. The part of me telling a woman about that is me protecting her image, because the people don't realize the power of your words, and they don't understand the manifestation that occurs when you speak stuff into existence on a consistent basis. So it's just like if we want to go with Tupac. Tupac talked about dying young, he talked about getting shot, and he talked about the ops. And guess what? He got took out by the ops. If we want to go to today, FDG or FGD Duck from Chicago, he talked about the ops. He wouldn't leave Chicago. He said he was gonna die in Chicago. Boom, you died in Chicago. So there's power in the manifestation of words.
Is the show is Man Talk Monday for
Tony Macaroni. Oh man, what's going on, Tony Macaroni? Shout out to you for still having that name, because we've been out of college for 10 years. I'm just saying. But yeah, I had to do it to you because you really tried it. Yeah, like I just like, to me, like that's a form of protection of a woman's character and reputation. If you consider yourself a bitch, then you're gonna conduct yourself like one. And we know why. Not only is a bitch a female dog, but not all female dogs is bitches. You got some female dogs that be like who do all of that, who is loud, ignorant, and you know like that.
But
So
and then you, my bad to cut you off. Female that will bah, and be loyal than the mug. You
Well-
feel me? But like I say, you just got to be that man that wanna. It's all it depends on what you want to tolerate in that female you want to be with. Cause you got some female that be in ear barking like a mother. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so-
but be loyal to you and won't let you know what I'm saying?
okay,
But it's all
was-
about who you want to tolerate and who you want to be with.
Well, no,
Right.
I would say this for that. What you just said. There is. I'm sorry. Check that. Yeah. So I think that there's a thin line, but no, not a thin line, a very thick line between the chirping and being disrespectful.
Yeah.
I don't care I don't care how loyal you are. Once your chirping becomes disrespectful. So you can't just say, "Oh, you this that." You can't do that and then talk about you loyal as well. It don't quite work that way for me.
Yeah.
But what I say is like, yeah, you got a lot of women that do a lot of chirping and stuff like that. But then those are traditionally who people refer to as bitches. And if you look at the stigma, the derogatory nature of the word, a lot of people conduct themselves in the manner which can be described by using the word. So I hate when women refer to each other that way. I think that I'm protecting the character of our sisters when I tell each of them to stop calling each other that.
Yeah.
I try I try to stop using the N-word. I try to stop using the word nigga. Man, it's more so not difficult, but it is a situation to where it's just a part of my vernacular.
Yeah.
And maybe for me, the word bitch was never a part of my vernacular because I simply wasn't raised in that fashion. My mama didn't walk around the house using a bunch of bitches, and my daddy I ain't never heard my daddy really call no woman out her name like that. So it was not a part of my vernacular. Nigger was, and it's not that they used to use nigger, but it's a part of all of our vernacular from where we from and the places that we've been. But I think that that's a part of protecting a woman's character. Could we agree on that?
Yeah.
So
I got a whole other part.
Go ahead.
See, it's a whole other part from the female, and that's what I have learned, bro. Like this, I won't even say fact, but this what I have learned. I don't know about y'all, boy. This is what I have learned,
right?
And I have learned protecting the female character and reputation. It all depends on especially if you're in a relationship with that person. Don't let no other girl have an ups on it. And that and for all who don't know what that is, that's if you're in a relationship with somebody, don't let your girlfriend find out nothing about you from somebody else, or let somebody else tell her something about herself that you done told so and so and so and so who ain't have nothing to do with the situation or just anything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're out here doing your thing, yeah, I'm pretty sure you got to man up and you got to tell your female before anybody tell her. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what like protecting a female reputation is, because all females ain't out here all bickering. You feel me? You got some females out here that just wanna that is. And you got some females out here that just want to cut one.
Hey, yo, wait a minute. Time out. Stop the conversation. First of all, let me tell y'all what's going on, right? So you got let me tell y'all what's going on real quick, right? So you got 5 guys in this studio, right? All of us, we know each other, we hang with each other, whatever the case may be. Right? So we heard something at the door. Y'all seen us look at the door together. We heard something at the door. My man E, CEO E, he went to go check it out. He said wasn't nothing going on. But then just now, Miss Ross hit the door. Now, I don't know what. We just sitting there like
the first thing in my head, like, why they ain't locked the door?
So now when I'm looking at the door, first of all, I already seen the angel come through the door. I thought we was off in the dock, and I thought the angel was coming to get us. Okay, but then Miss Ross, she come in with the biggest smile. We was all kind of startled about that.
Yes, yeah,
but yeah, man, it's. I think that we have to do a better job of protecting our women. Yeah. But I also think that the issue is twofold. I think that as much as we need to do a better job at protecting our women, I think that women have to do a better job of not only allowing us to protect, but putting us in a position to be able to protect. But
that goes back to what Donnie said last week. A lot of females out here that don't know how to let a brother lead.
Right. And it come with ease. Protecting your woman come with ease. Definitely when you know you got a good woman or a great woman. Definitely it come with ease. And when you look at it, what I mean by it come with ease, they not pitting you in situations that is not even that you don't need to even get into. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get into them situations. Jumping on somebody's neck, fighting somebody. Jumping on somebody's neck, fighting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Being in an argument with somebody else when you know you ain't do it, he ain't do it. This person, like, come on, man, I'm arguing with somebody about you because you mad. You feel me? It was, man, we done had so many situations. This was a funny one, man. I ain't even gonna go into it. It was a whole funny situation. And I'm talking about we all was going to jail that night. It wasn't nothing else to be said. If it would have went down, we all going to jail. Yeah, I wasn't coming home.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I'm just saying, I'm looking at the situation like, well, what we finna do? At that point, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But now I'm older. I'm like, you really wanting us to them niggas up?
Yeah. Exactly.
You ain't do it. Okay, leave it alone.
Tanasha, yeah, I hate when people call their sons niggas. When I refer to a nigga, I'm talking about my dogs or something like that. Y'all hold on 1 second, please. Give us a second. But yeah, so I forgot the delivery, but no. So yeah, man, I don't call I would never refer to my son as a nigga. Well, my son grown now. He's 23, 22. He'd be 23 this year. But so I kind of, when I talk to him and we have like casual conversation or something, I may say a nigga, please. But as far as like an actual child, somebody that's not above the age of 18, my son, no, I would never refer to him as a nigga. Right. But what you were saying, I don't know. Like, I think that what we do, I think that what that argument does is trivializes the protection that Black women are looking for us to provide. I don't think that it's them acting out in public and us coming to their rescue. But that's why I'm hoping that the Black women that are on the live can comment. Like, tell us what you all mean when you say protection. That you want protection.
Yeah, all that.
Because we
Kiara Rich, Chiefy James, all y'all. Like, I'm gonna give you some clarification on this, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just let me know. Well, I've been doing this thing all wrong these years. Then
I'm gonna give you an example. So I reached out to a couple of different young ladies that I know. That seem to be like woke individuals. Yeah. Now it ranges. Some people just, need to get a little sleep sometimes. But I reach out to like the woke individuals that I know, right? So I was asking one of them, what do you guys mean when you say you want for black men to protect you?
Right.
She says, stop limiting your protection to your sister, mom, family, etc. Which means like, you know, your cousins and all that, your girl.
Yeah.
I think that's, you know, we're going to protect all of them women anyway.
Right.
She says, if there's a black woman in need, step up when and where you can.
Hold on. She's talking about this a stranger?
Yeah.
Oh, no, next.
Well, wait. Oh, well, I'm gonna read the whole comment, then I'll come back to that.
Let's see what we get.
She said, believe her before questioning her, just as you would believe your homeboys. Stop saying black women are loud, ghetto, dependent on food stamps, broke, etc. You know, all of the negative things associated with our sisters, all the negative narratives. So she said, stop demanding black women who are on public assistance. Stop demeaning black women that are on public assistance, period, because there are multiple reasons why. So let me first say this about your feelings on just the stranger notion.
Right.
And the difference between us and the Anglo-Saxon, and this is what we've been taught, at least in my mind, but we have to unlearn this behavior, is that we are all a community. We are building a chain towards that success, which means that each link has to be just as strong as the previous and future link. Even if I don't know a woman, even if I don't know her, if there's something that I can do to assist her in her time of need, I'm going to do so. So like I think that we've all been in a grocery store and we may have seen a woman who may have been short a couple of olives and she getting ready to put back something. It seems kind of important. Like I don't need 2 boxes of diapers. I'll just take the one for now. Ma'am, go ahead and put that up there. I'll pay for it. Ma'am, you can go ahead and put that on my tab. She's fine. Go ahead. I think we do that for strangers. I've had several instances where I may have been driving somewhere, not particularly anywhere important that I couldn't stop for a second. I may have seen a sister out, tire flat, something like that. I just get out, I help her. I think that's what she means. And even like I said, if we go to the most extreme situation, if you just walking down the street singing do I dee dee dum dee do, right, and you see a black woman getting accosted, beat on by somebody, anybody, white man, black man, whatever.
Right.
I think in that situation, as much as I like to mind my business and I don't really get into other people's business, I think that in that situation, I'm going to try to stop that. That's just me. And I'm ready to put myself in physical harm, although I can very well protect myself in any arena, whether it be fist or firearm.
Right.
So I'm not really worried, but we're trying to stop the fight right now. I'm going to jump in.
Right.
That is the most extreme case, though. And I don't think that everybody is equipped to jump in. Some people don't know how to fight for themselves, let alone fight for other people. Right. So I think that that's an important, that's an important differentiation.
Those are the things that I'm talking about. Going back to situations as such as this, right? When you think about situations that pop up in the streets, that street situation. You got women out here who got a strong mouth, but not everybody can deal with a strong mouth. Feel me? Then it goes back to not only a strong mouth, it goes back to knowing when to fight and when to walk away. Knowing when to fight and knowing when to walk away. Sometimes our women got to understand we don't always got to bring the energy that other people bring to the table. We got to learn to walk away. Our women will take something and make it bigger than what it is. Like, look, we ain't got to be arguing and yelling about no fries. You ready to throw the fries at the girl in the face. Just say these fries weren't what I want. Can you redo them? They say no, can I speak to a manager? It get to a point where throwing fries and next thing you know, we in there fighting the McDonald's people. For what? For $2 fries? These things get in the way of looking at a woman as protecting them on all aspects and levels. Because we automatically come in and say what you did. You know what I'm saying? We automatically come in and say what you did.
Tanisha, I see you
Tanisha.
comment. Tanisha,
Before they put a link down there, Tanisha, click on the link. All right.
yeah, Tanisha,
want
man,
you
we
in
want to
video.
get you in because it seems
But-
like you got
Yeah.
a couple of different comments. So,
But I'm going to respond to you right now. All right.
yeah, so we're gonna put down a link. We're gonna put a link that you can click, and get in on the conversation.
All right. Now,
So you can click that link and you can get on. You know, we'll give you a few minutes to get you, your affairs in order.
Mhm.
You know, definitely wants you to, give your best light
and put me on
on
speaker
this-
so you can hear me now.
on this broadcast. But yeah, so
Now look, everything Cody said, I agree with. No problem there. No problem there. Everybody been there before. Went to the store, done seen little mama short, done did all that. I understand that point. But you got it just like I say, it's like Donnie said, and it's not even trying to go against my sisters, nothing like that. But if y'all hold a black man to a standard, why is it so wrong? Why is it so wrong for us to want to hold a sister to that same standard? Then you feel me? Because when we ask for help and when we look for that blum or whatever like that, we looked at upon like, oh, he ain't gonna get that, or he ain't this type of fellow, or he ain't that type of fellow. And at the end of the day, we still go get that no matter the consequences, no matter whatever. I'm not trying to tell little mama to rob a bank, trying not to tell little mama to stick up nothing. But little mama can't find a job, little mama can't find a better let me take that back. If she can't better her situation like that, and all her choices is just to ask, yeah, I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. And fault me from not being that dude, but that's not me. I'm not for to take care of anybody that can't really take care of themselves. You understand me? But I understand what your point is, but I'm just not that dude.
And what situation? I mean, I have met people in the streets, right?
Yeah.
A young lady in the streets going back and forth, up and down through situations. Cool, nice, 22 years old. Cool, nice, young. Anybody welcome to take off the streets. You know, somebody who just want a nice female around just to have the attention. She in the street, she doing drugs. Every time you try to help her, go straight to drugs. Yeah, she had mental health issues. I'm not gonna lie about that. So that's why I say you got to go back to mental health issues when it comes down to certain things also. Because if you're addressing this, you got to address the mental health issue in the community. Then it was, you could say, hey, I got a little raggedy car over there. You can sleep in it. She ain't want to do that. She want to run the streets and everything. A couple months down the line, she had AIDS. Asked for $1, $2, give it to her. But guess what she go spend it on? Drugs. How much I'm gonna keep giving out my pocket? That's an ice cream for my daughter.
well, okay, so I understand what you're saying. Now,
But I see what he's saying as far as helping.
well, you're talking about a specific case of a person who has shown that regardless as to how much help you provide, they're going to do what it is that they want.
Right.
So I think
Example.
I think that with
That's
that
an example.
But that's why I don't want us to go to the extremes on either end.
Right.
I think that what we're talking
can't think
about,
like that.
we're talking about our sisters. We're talking about Tanasha, somebody who do credit report.
See, look.
Tanasha feels like she's not protected by black men. Kiara has a nonprofit organization. Kiara feels like she's not protected by black men.
Right.
Now, reading Kiara's comments, she said, stand up for us, glorify us. I see black women glorify black men all the time. Break the cycles of the stereotype that society has thrown on us. Now, Kiara, let me respond to that.
Please,
Let me
I'm
respond
next.
to that. No, well,
It's not even about
It's not
getting her.
me getting
It's not
you,
even about
but
getting her.
I'm just saying.
like,
Let's
because what I'm gonna say,
let's correct that there.
what I'm gonna say
'Cause
is
we get
this,
a
right?
bit more heat than glorify.
What the reason I think this and your comment is based as my response to your comment is based in psychology. In that you see when you say you see black women glorify black men all the time, I think that a lot of that comes from the injustices that black men face that are garnering the national attention, which then makes everyone say we need to protect black men. And it's not to say that those same instances are not happening to black women. R.I.P. to Breonna Taylor, a sister who not getting no justice, and it's unfair and it's crazy. But when you look at Breonna Taylor's situation, her man protected her, or at least tried to. When those people kicked in his door, not knowing who it was, not knowing what was going on, his instinct was to at least fire a shot, try to get him to not come in anymore. So he protected he protected his woman.
Yeah, but then you can't really say that because he put her in danger too.
No.
Not knowing they was coming for him.
Well, no. See, that's the problem. And I think that this is what we're talking about. Several men, and I think that this is white men, because I don't really think it's brothers, but I think white men have made or maligned to the sense that this guy was in this woman's house and she knew that he was nefarious in nature. That guy had also never been arrested before. That guy also was a concealed carrier permit holder. So they didn't kick in the door looking for him. He wasn't a criminal. He doesn't have a criminal record. He was never even arrested before. So when you look at that and you look at the narrative that the media has tried to push out, you can see you don't know. You've heard some things, but you're not an avid fan of the politics as well as the national news cycle.
Right.
I myself am an avid fan of the national news cycle. So that's why I know. So it's not beyond the pale.
They didn't have a warrant for him.
No.
Okay, they didn't have a warrant for the boyfriend that was in the bed.
Correct. The boyfriend had never been arrested before. The boyfriend was a concealed weapons carrier. He also had a permit for that firearm.
Why he didn't keep firing then?
Well, that I don't know. Now,
I would have killed him.
But wait. So now, guess what? I think that your ideology. Oh, let me get you in right now. Where you at? Okay.
Hey, but while he doing this, Kiara, I just want to let you know,
what you gonna do, Tanisha? It's gonna be posted right now. Just click on the Facebook one.
Kiara, I'm gonna get back to you, Kiara.
But no, so it's like, I understand what she's saying. Like, you want us to glorify women. And Kiara, you know what I think that the bigger issue is, honestly? I'm not trying to blame black women.
Y'all don't open your eyes and see.
I don't want to blame black women at all.
Y'all don't open your eyes.
I can't help but to speak on what is factual.
Right.
When you say glorify black women,
we do.
I think that there are far too many not worth glorification than there are women who are. So there are a lot more women that people talk down about than they run across women that are worth glorifying or uplifting. Now, I myself, I can find a silver lining on almost anything. I can find that silver lining for a woman. I glorify my black queens because I feel like, one, not only was I created, and I were created 50% from a black queen.
War Breeze. What War Breeze?
War Beezy. War Beezy, what's good, my boy? Shout out to you, man. Drop your information, bro. War Beezy, he is a DJ. I think that he specializes in that reggae because him talk the patois and the Creole and things like that.
But Kiara, though, man, to me, man, I just don't think a lot of black females open their eyes, man. Because I see a lot of brothers really out here glorifying who they are with. Now, they ain't just glorifying every black female, but the ones who they with, they are glorifying. But I see you, though. Let's ride. Kiara, we'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest because she is special. All our black queens are special. You may not see the community uplift our black queens, but one thing about Man Talk Monday is we're going to uplift our black queens. And we got a beautiful black queen getting ready to join the show. Everybody, y'all make sure y'all give a yield to Miss Tanisha Simpkins. Hey, Miss Simpkins, how you doing?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, there.
We have a special guest because she is special. All black queens are special.
You better say it.
Community uplift our black queens. But one thing about Man Talk Monday is we're gonna uplift our black queens, and we got a beautiful black queen getting ready to join the show. Everybody, y'all make sure y'all give a yield to Miss Tanisha Simpkins.
Simpkins. You said it
How
right.
you
It's
doing, Mr.
Tanisha.
Fence?
I'm doing good. I happened to be strolling through, and I'm getting an echo. I happened to be strolling through, and I seen you guys, and I'm familiar with the radio station. So I said, well, let me just see what you're talking about. I'm no stranger when it comes to talk radio or the studio. I do relationship shows. Now listen, I know the young man right there. He ready to come for me. Just hold off a little bit. You.
Well, we're gonna
She
hold
gotta
them out
turn her
tonight.
background down.
Yeah. So Miss Simpkins, I don't know whether or not you're listening as well as viewing, but I think that's what was causing the echo.
Oh, there it is. I did. I had to look one up. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you were trying to make sure you sounded good. You were looking at yourself. You was like, let me make sure I look good.
I had to find you guys. I'm serious. When I got off, I was like I couldn't remember the abbreviations, so I had to go through Facebook and look and see what shows were live. So you guys were live.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna hold Mr. Devin at bay. I think you're talking about Mr. Devin, Mr. For sure. We're gonna hold him at bay. You got a minute and a half. Tell us how you feel.
Me or him?
You.
Okay. So you said something that was interesting and something that women, as Black women, we want to hear. We want to hear that you guys protect us. We want to hear that you uphold us. We want to hear that you're there. You know what I'm saying? Because even if we grew up with a father, even if we didn't grow up with a man in the house, we still want to look towards a man. I don't care what women say, period. And I'm just putting it out there. I'm almost 50. I don't care what women say. We want a man, as a superior, as that king. I'll put that word King, as that king. So when you said that you want to help a woman, in my mind, the help is looking at it just what you said. If you see a sister that's in need, you help her. If you see a sister that is, I don't know, raining at the bus stop, it don't mean that you want to get with her. You give her a ride, give her an umbrella, those type of things. I'm not talking about if you see a sister that is cutting up and you getting in the middle of it, of course not. Or you see a sister doing this in the means of some type of altercation. Apparently she can stand on her own. I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying, like, if you see your sister being disrespected, I think it was Ricky Smiley that just did something the other day. His point level went up. He saw his sister disrespectful. Now, he didn't have to confront that man because you don't know what people carry nowadays. But he confronted that man and say, you need to give her an apology. That's my Black sister. That's what we be needing. That's what we be needing. Right now, in this climate that we're in, I ain't trying to vent, in this climate that we're in, we are totally exhausted. We are exhausted with the feeling that we don't help. We're exhausted with what went on with Breonna Taylor. That exhausted us out that day as Black women, because we don't been there, done that, even in her situation, even at the young age that she been to. We don't have them type of boyfriends, all that stuff that, needless to say, that shouldn't have happened. So we just exhausted. So when you said needing help, that's the help that I'm talking about. That's the help that I'm talking about. And I know, brother, you said, well, if I don't know her, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. I know you didn't mean to like bump her, I'm just gonna walk past, because I feel like if you did see a sister that needed help or down, you're gonna help her out. Because I do it if whoever it is, if I'm standing there and somebody needs something, or I done been in places. And if I needed something and I may have gotten my card, that take too long or can't remember my number or whatever. And bro, I'd be like, well, I got you. And I'm like, well, thank you, but I got it, but thank you. The mere fact that you're able to, because I have to teach my daughter, I got a 16-year-old, so I have to teach my daughter that Black men have her back. I have to teach her that Black men have her back. And I want her to know that Black men have her back. I ain't talking about any man. I'm talking about Black men. And that's what I try to push out there for Black men to be accountable, to upstand us as women. I know we do what we do. We do. We can cut up real good, especially up here in South Florida. That's just what we do, But I still need y'all to protect us and have our back. What you laughing at in the middle? You got something to say?
Well, to Miss Simpkins, first of all, we definitely appreciate your opinion and how you feel about that situation. That's one. Two, we want to give our sisters they flowers before we get to the Breonna Taylor type situation. So let me first say, 50 my ass. You are a beautiful sister.
Oh, thank you.
Boy, let me tell you something. And you know, I almost remembered your name. Just tap the message button. You heard? But you are a beautiful sister, man. We definitely appreciate your opinion.
Definitely.
Also, I want you to know, I understand exactly where you're coming from. I want our black sisters our black queens to know that there are a lot of guys, man, that hold you all in the highest of regard. I think that what happens is we look at the media, not just social media, but media, whether you're talking about the news, movies, television shows, the music that we listen to. I think that a lot of those entities have purposely disrespected black women, just like black people, but black women, and that additionally creates a divide. But I want to ask you this, because you say you're almost 50.
Right.
So I know that you were alive and you were grown already almost during a time like Uncle Luke, right? I had this conversation with my mom. All right now. Don't make me send it now. Okay. Yeah, so I had this conversation with my mother, right? And I was explaining to her that, this music that promotes calling women out of their name,
right,
describing them any kind of way, that music would not be successful if black women didn't dance to it. So at some point, we have to, as a community, but black women, because like I said before, black women are going to take the charge on a lot of these situations. How black women move is how our community is going to move. If black women want different, they'll start accepting different, and then we'll get different results. And it's not to put the pressure on black women. It's not to say that black women are at fault. I'm just recognizing the power that my sisters have. So don't you think that our black women also have to accept different to yield those different results? And it can't be this approach where, women still carry about the same ways that they had, carried about previously, while expecting something different from black men.
Absolutely. Everything that you said is true. Too many times we look at these reality shows and we have to realize that, these women have to realize they just entertainment. They for entertainment purposes. You see that sign, entertainment purposes. You can't look at and then start to have these insecurities about yourself that you have more women now, especially here in South Florida, don't even have, back in the day when you got when you got plastic surgery, you had to have some type of money or be rich, right?
Right.
It don't even matter no more. It don't even matter no more. The girl up the street who works at whatever, getting all these things done because they thinking that that's a value to them. And later on in life, they'll realize the value is in themselves, is in their own independence of who they are and what they can, contribute to the thing. And then we have our little girls. We have to teach our little girls as fathers, as aunties, as mothers, as whoever, that they just beautiful in their own right.
Right.
These songs, they pathetic, all of these songs are pathetic, because they have them in their mind thinking that their body or that they down part is the thing that's just gonna keep a man, trap a man, do all of that. When y'all know as men, sex is just sex, love is love, building is building, whatever type of relationship you want to have, all those things are different. So, until we teach those things to our little girls, because our little girls right now, that's what they hear. They hear the WAP, they hear all the Cardi B songs and stuff like that. They hear these things that's implanted in their head. And then you have society and the people that make music out there, that's the only music they want to put out there for black people anyway. They don't want us to hear nothing else. That's the only music they want to put out because they feel like we're gonna buy and it's buying. We gonna make these people rich. Certain people only put out certain music, whether it used to be thug music at one time, it used to be bass music, booty music. Now it's just, body music, I guess. You this, you that, and my body got this, I can do this, I can make you trick, I can, do all these stuff. It's cute when you singing it, okay? But it's another thing when you put it in your mind and thinking that's you. You know what I'm saying? We got to be who we are. You know
Um,
that.
I definitely agree with you, Miss Simpkins. I appreciate your attendance. Do us a favor. If you could just bless our whole audience with that smile one more time. We're gonna get you on up out of here.
Can I get myself a plug?
Give yourself a plug. Well, plug
Okay.
yourself in real quick.
Okay, I just got off a show actually on Monday nights. I do Table Talk Radio. I talk about news, entertainment, topics, everything we put on the table. But also, guys, on Thursdays I do this show called Okay, Let's Chat. Two other beautiful women, or three beautiful women who are on there. We talk about different things. Last week we talked about healing us, healing ourselves, our mind, all of that. This week, guess what we're talking about? We're talking about relationships. So,
Oh, Miss Simpkins, what I want you to do is do two things. First, go to the Man Talk Monday Facebook page, like, share, subscribe to the page. I also want you to look at the videos that we've done previously, and I want you to inbox me. And that's because I have been trying to put together something that I think that, according to what you just told me, you may actually be a great fit for. So if you don't mind, inbox me. Also drop your information for your shows in the comments. We appreciate you, Queen, and we definitely will be sending love your way. Okay.
All right, King. You guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. Thank you again. Already. She is definitely
most definitely
39.
Most definitely. So yeah, I mean, and okay, and I understand what Miss Simpkins is saying, and I think that what she is saying, it's just like what I said. I think that when you talk about protecting a woman's reputation, protecting our queen's reputation, I think that maybe it's far too many of us willing to call our queens just a bitch in the streets, versus uplifting them. I get what she's saying. I think that it has to be a two-pronged approach.
You can't uplift everybody though, bro.
I think that, but see, uplift, I think, okay, so we're not just talking about the physical uplift, we're talking about the mental uplift.
Mental too.
And like even
some people don't want to get uplifted.
So you basically adopt the ideology like a 3-6 Mafia, a JT Money, let it go, dog. That ain't your whole dog. I figure she's a hoe, but she can't help it.
If I'm not for the grow with her, nah, dog. Nah. If she a close friend, yeah.
Right.
If she a girlfriend, I'm for the grow with her to the next level, yeah.
Right.
The girl around the block that I done tried already and she just gonna do her thing. I'm sorry, bro. She lost cars, but that's just me. That's just me. But totally, I agree with what you and little mama saying. You feel me? About helping in the grocery store and all that. Yeah, I agree. Because I'll do that at any rate. Black, orange, brown, or whatever. You $3 short on some diapers. I don't care what color you is. I got you. You feel me? I don't care what color you is. You feel me? But as in just helping anybody, I just can't do that, bro. I just can't do that. Mine, yeah. I'ma uplift mine just like she gonna uplift me. You feel me? I'ma uplift whoever gonna uplift me. It is not even the saying, I'm looking out for whoever gonna look out for me. Nah, I'm gonna look out for whoever gonna look out for themselves too. That's just me, dog, and that just brought them to me how I feel, dog.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying. I think that, and I like I said, I think that let me not say what you don't realize. I don't want to say that, but let me say this.
Right, because
there are millions of black women. There are hundreds of thousands of black women. There are thousands of black women. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black women that support you, that uplift you. Now, you may not see that because you may not ever be privy to it, but our sisters uplift us every time they call for the injustices against us to stop. Our sisters uplift us when they say, God damn, man, it's hard for our brothers out here. I think that what women are asking in return is that we do the same thing.
We don't.
Which, let me say this. I understand that life is extremely difficult for our sisters, primarily because the system has attempted and has been quite successful at removing the male figure of the household, removing the male figure in these relationships, and then also removing the manhood of our men. I think that is a problem. I really do.
Right.
But that goes without saying. I think that there's a lot of men who conversely feel this way about black women.
Right.
I feel this way about black women, and I
When it
feel
come-
the love is
What you mean
reciprocal.
by feel the way when it come down to what?
Well, I'm just saying, period. Like a lot of men feel like black women are queens. See, I'm getting ready to dive into something just a little different, but you're gonna peep it, right? So there's a lot of men that feel this way about black women, that feel away about our queens, and the issue is those black men aren't even recognized.
And that's
Those black men are the guys that you don't even notice when you walk in the room.
exactly.
Those guys are docile. Those guys are in the corner, very quiet, very, very, very.
I'm about to say who. Oh,
I don't want to say non-attractive.
I can't.
I want to say those guys are non-popping. Those guys are guys that you may not readily identify. And I think that once our sisters
But-
open up that view,
The choice is now like stopping our sisters from wanting a successful man is not wrong.
and no, stop, wait, right up.
It all depends on what you think of
because
success is,
right,
bro.
because we've already
Because
determined that.
we went on that topic, right? But wanting a successful man is not wrong. A man that's going for the money and chasing the money,
That
buying his
ain't.
bag or whatever.
What you do?
At the end of the day, we got to stop putting that narrative in the air because it's here for all of us to grab it. We can. So even if we not in the streets,
But
there's
wait,
ways.
time out. Because I think that there was probably like a miscommunication, or that didn't translate.
Okay.
Being a guy that is docile, being a guy that is very much unnoticeable, does not
Break
make.
that down to me.
I mean, very, very humble in a sense.
Okay.
Very out of the way.
Mhm. Okay.
That guy who's very docile, you don't notice him. He does not attract attention.
Right.
That does not mean that he's not incredibly successful as far as his financial life, his personal life, his job life, but that guy does not attract the attention.
Right.
So because of that, you don't notice that maybe the guys that feel the most ways about our queens are guys that they are not paying attention to.
They don't.
So like for me, I'll give you a prime example. In my case, I love my black queens.
Right.
I'm also noticed. People see me, women see me,
Right.
and they react or act accordingly.
Right.
Versus that guy who, when I walk in the room, you definitely don't notice who he is. That guy who, if I'm not in the room, you didn't even scan the room to pay attention to anybody else. Those guys feel this way about our queens, but because they don't get the opportunity to convey that to our queens, they may have social media and may post it every day. But guess what? They may not be the guy that got 2 or 3 and 4,000 friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I mean-
because they may not have that type of following, we don't see it. But that doesn't mean that there's not guys that don't. I think that what women are looking for is that guy who's ultra popping to be the one to spearhead this. But then there is a problem. And that problem is going to be, I'm going to provide you an example. Look at Moneybagg Yo, right? Now, I like a couple of Moneybagg songs. I ain't got no beef with you, Moneybagg. Somebody y'all tag Moneybagg in the comments. I ain't got no problem with Moneybagg. But I also heard him disrespect and demean his woman. He called her a bitch. I got a boss bitch. My old lady a boss too, but my old lady will never be a boss bitch. She's a boss.
That's on the female.
My old lady gonna boss up like I boss up. My old lady could never be a boss bitch though.
She ain't had no
And I
problem with
also
that.
seen women, not only did she not have a problem with it,
They made a
I
song
also
together.
seen women big up in that. Like, yeah, look at Moneybagg, da. But I personally feel
Ain't
as if
nobody
he
say nothing about her buying that man no whip. Y'all
Exactly.
talking
That's
about.
what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
got
it be a
Lambo.
double standard in that, bro. Like that's
It be
why
a
I
whole
don't,
double
I don't
standard.
pay attention
Dylan.
to those examples or those whatever because just like I say, bro, if the female that's getting called to be ain't complaining, why should a female across the street be complaining for her? You know what I'm saying? Bro, she know what situation she in. She know that B word don't affect her like that, and she knows that when her man says it, it means something totally different from what you probably hearing it for. You know what I'm saying? It's probably
Because you ain't finna walk up and say
exactly because she'll treat you totally different if you call her a B than when Moneybag called her a B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me say
I ain't talking about it in no beef sense. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah, I ain't
talking
talking about
out of the
just
sense of being
Yeah.
blatantly
You feel me?
disrespectful.
It just on the female
But
on
see,
that
I'm
one.
I'm not disrespectful by
Like
nature. So I'm not gonna actually just like walk up and call nobody out of her name. But what I'm saying is,
But
even for her, like even for him,
But-
the word is negative. And this is a
Nah.
word that you can't spin. Like, okay, we have words that in the English language you can spin that are negative that we can make a positive attribute.
Right.
We can make that's like
You can
nigga.
use the B word to
What,
spin
like-
it, bro. I know you can. I know you ain't full of shit up here and say you can't spin a B word, boy. Because I spin that thing all the time. And my old lady, boy, and I spin that the rest of my life with her, boy.
Right, but
she
I
my
can't-
ride or die, my phone. You feel me? She my aunt. You
Bruh,
feel me?
my-
She
bruh,
ain't what?
like-
And she know exactly what I'm talking about. She ain't gonna get like, yeah, I'm getting my phone. You
I-
hey,
listen, I know. I'm not saying I can't use the word in a positive light, so I
Right.
can't spin it that
yeah,
way.
man.
Like,
it's on how you
okay, yeah.
portray it.
My girl is my ride or die, but she's my ride or die. She's not my ride or die bitch.
I
She's
feel
my ride or
you.
die.
Right.
Like my girl is a boss. She's not a boss bitch. She's just a boss. My girl is she's not my down bottom. She's not my none of that bitch. She is just
Hey, that's
I
some
feel
pimp.
you. I
That's
feel
some
you.
18
Hey,
pimping stuff.
yeah, I feel you.
like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
like, because see, and I think that's what it is. We've made ourselves as a people, not just men and not just women, but together, we've made ourselves very comfortable with using these words as a means to describe us or describe each other. So if we think that it's somehow normal or that we can excuse it, I can't call my
Hey,
girl a
but-
boss bitch.
Funny moment while we all up here talking about this. Funny moment.
Go ahead.
Listen, I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, all the clubs that got open back up.
They did.
Why we talking about this? But hey,
But it's all about what
Man, talk
what
about
you
they
accept,
shit.
man. It's all about what you
Shit,
accept as a female.
Joy it is.
If you don't accept it, you gonna cut that shit. As soon as it approaches your door. If you accept it, you're gonna let it ride, man.
ride.
Like I
Right.
said.
But I think that it's something that our sisters have to stop accepting.
Uh,
And what's so crazy is, and we talk about the derogatory names,
but
the
you got more
derogatory words.
young than you got old.
Older
Not
women,
making
you
you
right.
and everybody want to talk about the music. It's not
Y'all
about the
let me know y'all
music.
The younger
Music is
girls
just
are
entertainment.
taking whatever right now.
The
Right.
music just entertainment. That
And the older-
don't tell you to
and
do
the-
what you do
And
and all that.
the older chicks is trying to keep up
No.
because the young girls over here taking what? Oh, wait.
Let me tell you what them older chicks doing.
They setting the standard.
What them older chicks do that. Well, see that.
Remember back in the day, mama, grandma, they set the standard
Time out.
when they came on
I'ma
the
tell
block.
you what the problem
that young tenderoni came on the block walking with her clothes off.
I'm
Now,
gonna tell you what the
what's
problem is.
on?
Far often you see women that are trying to keep up. Well, let me tell you something about them older queens, them older cougars.
Don't
Them older cougars ain't trying to keep up with a damn thing. Them older cougars say, "You know where home at." Them cougars.
Come home.
Them
If,
cougars, them
come
cougars
home,
say,
and if you
"Boy,
don't come home, I'll be good anyway.
listen." She say, "Baby, let me know when you ready to stop eating fast food. I got lima beans over here, okay?" Them true queens, them true cougars. Them cougars ain't trying to keep up with none of you young girls. Them cougars is telling you, make your decision. But you choose long, you choose wrong. And that's what it is. You do got a segment of that older woman population that's trying to keep up with a young girl, but them older women ain't found themselves yet.
Right.
Once them older women find themselves,
Right.
when them older women get comfortable in who they is as a woman, oh, they ain't trying to keep up with nobody. Them older women say, "Hey, listen here, brother.
You like what you like if you don't, bro.
you look kind of light over there, my man. Why your ribs touching? Come on, let me get you a plate of these greens, okay?" That's what them older women talking about. Not if you don't come home, though.
I feel you, Crystal.
Woo, there it is.
Boy, you better stop.
Hey.
Boy,
My bad. Hey, you gotta come home.
yeah,
bro.
boy, listen, boy.
Gotta
one thing,
come home.
But I think that
Gotta
I think
come
that
home.
is a big,
Definitely.
I think that is a big issue in our community. And I think that you're right. Our younger women are starting to accept a lot of foolishness, but I think that the younger women of this generation is from a confused generation. So if you look at like the generations, the woman who raised your mother was damn near A1. I don't know nobody who got a bad grandma. Everybody who's in my age,
need a bad grandma.
Everybody who's in my age range I ain't never heard of no bad grandma. But there was a transitional period between when our parents had us, and then we started raising kids, and then making some of our parents grandparents that weren't ready to be grandparents. You got some mothers had their children early, their children messed around and had children early, and they were not equipped to be grandmothers. To be grandmothers, you had to have worked a certain amount of hours. You got to damn near be to your 20, getting ready to retire to understand grandma life. These young girls be having jits. The old girl just found a new job. The job before that was only 2 years. She got fired because she always late. I mean, it's a whole issue. So it's like,
Man,
you hear they be arguing with the grandmas now. Oh, you ain't doing this right. You ain't doing this. Oh, you ain't gonna talk to my kid like that. What?
I mean,
I see your grandma and iguanas. Wait, grandma. I to my grandma, man.
It's all about who you choose to
Every time you go to the house, she offer the plate. You hungry? Oh,
a side note.
I'm gonna get fat.
R.I.P. First of all, R.I.P. to my grandma. I have a divine understanding already. I know that we all won't be on this earth forever. It bothered me that my grandma left this earth, but I know she's walking around with the Most High, and she's up there with my cousin, and she probably asking who talking to the Most High. And my cousin said, man, grandma, that's not my business. R.I.P. to my cousin said. But my grandma, one thing about her, it's two things you can't never turn down in her house: a plate of food and money for services rendered. If you did something for my grandma, like me, I used to go to my grandma's house and I used to grease her hair. And I used to put it in a ponytail. She used to be like, baby, I need you to come grease my hair, put it in a ponytail. So I used to do that. Now my grandma don't have to pay me for that. Whatever my grandma need from me, my grandma could have always gotten from me. But when my grandma go to offer that $5 or $10 or whatever it is, and I say, no, grandma, I'm okay. Boy, if you don't take this,
gotta take it.
My grandma's not letting you deny food or money. She's not. She gonna cry broke the whole time she giving you. Because I ain't got much left. I gotta get to the bank.
I'll give you
I was waiting on the first. But my grandma, one thing about it, man, R.I.P. to my grandma, man. She was a consummate grandma. She was one of those grandmas. She was the classic grandma. She was that woman. And I think that we missing more of those grandmas, and we getting a lot of these grandmas who be on Real Households of Hoboken. I mean, or Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Kiara, you already know what time it is. Ain't nobody like Grandma Richardson, man.
You know, like it's like you look at Scrappy Mama. Scrappy got kids. So look at Scrappy Mama.
That's a bad. Woo!
Look at Jim Jones' mama. I don't watch them shows, but I know I've heard a couple of people mamas on the show. So like, look at their grandma. I think that we got too many of those grandmas and less grandmas that are gonna make sure you get a full plate, $5 for your troubles, and make sure you're all right.
Old school grandmas, though, man. Those old school grandmas. This new generation, this all depends on
this new generation of grandmas.
Who they want to follow, man. That's all it is,
they
man.
Try to get that grandson free. God damn, boy,
I don't know. I don't know. I got a good grandma.
Yeah, I mean, I had to. I'm
talking about this generation. Come talk about.
Well, I mean, you're a little younger than I am. You younger than both, but you younger.
Well, you're OG.
Yeah, well, I mean, my OG is a great grandma. So, I mean, my OG not gonna let it go down. Yeah. Okay, you go around here, go to my mama. My niece come over. My niece get more orders to my house than I do. My
house, what?
He did not say that, Crystal.
What? Who are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm telling you what Crystal talking about.
Your comment is way off.
Crystal, let me get you together real quick. I'm gonna show you how I'm finna get Crystal together. It's in the comments. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get my control.
I don't think she want to jump on.
Yeah, it's in the comments. It's in the comments,
Right,
Crystal.
right. They definitely trying to compete with the young chick.
That is going off like that. Put that on vibrate. Reminded me of my grandma's house. My grandma used to have that phone in the house. My grandma used to have a rotary phone. You had to go all the way to 9. If you needed to dial 911, you was dead. Just getting to 9 was an issue. Like, yeah, Crystal, that's how you fix your issue.
What she talking about? So you just said households.
You can't. Oh, when I said that, I can't. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Oh.
I don't know if I said that. I think that I was saying that the JT monies and the trick daddies were basically saying like you can't turn. Yeah, I figure use a whole bunch. You can't help it. Men raised by hoes gotta hit the material. Go digging for the tender. Never give you. Born and raised in the Poker Bean Projects. Oh, but yeah, we wasn't it's not a link. Let me go ahead and recopy it. Yeah, you know this thing be sometimes acting funny, child. Unless I copy something by mistake.
That was a clipboard.
Copy to the clipboard.
You gotta invite yourself to the live.
Now she watching it. I just copied the link again. Try it now, Crystal. If it don't work, then we've reached our one person maximum for the day. Oh, Crystal say when I said households of Hoboken. Okay, wait. So when I say everybody who knows me, and what I want you guys to understand, and this is what I bring to the show. Not everything out of my mouth is serious. I don't like reality TV at all. I feel like it provides such a negative connotation to our sisters. So I don't view that type of stuff. And it just seems like the housewives of whatever show, none of them be actual wives. They all be trying to like thought and bop real quick on the LO, but national television wives. So I'd be like households of Hoboken or whatever show is going on. Yeah, no, I won't say bitches. No, I won't.
I like all the little TV shows. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie.
It's entertainment, man.
You forced to watch.
I watch them, and I'm not forced. This is not nothing forced.
You're not forced no more.
No,
you got Stockholm syndrome.
I watch them. You feel me? I watch them, and they be good shows. They be good shows.
You like one of those people that get abducted and they've been with the abductor so long that when you come rescue them, they think that the abductor is white. They be like, "No, that's my father. No, you can't take me away from my husband." And they've been abducted for 10 years now.
Man, you hear what he say about you?
Right. We know I ain't gonna speak on Ara. Don't do Ara like that. Ara make great music.
He made great music. He was terrible though, man.
Erase bitches and hoes from the vocab.
I can't even watch none of his
we can,
man.
Yeah, I mean, Crystal, the thing is, like I say, I mean, you, Crystal, yeah, and for everybody who's watching, everybody who's viewing, for the purpose of transparency, Crystal is my sister, my blood sister. She's my oldest sister. So just for transparency.
And you laughing at
Crystal,
that? You are terrible. This is sometimes why I feel so hurt. You are terrible.
Hey, but listen,
you
though,
laughing at what he said?
Crystal, but hold on,
that makes no sense.
But Crystal knows.
That makes
me and
no
Crystal
sense.
talk. Okay, and also just for efficacy's purposes, me and Crystal are semi-arch nemesis because she feels as if she's bigger and stronger than me, and she knows that she's not.
Oh, so, you watch Love After Lockup?
Man, that show don't make no
I got somebody doing life right now. You watch?
Hey, look, so crazy, but no, Crystal, we have conversations all the time. And Crystal, you know, I don't use bitches and hoes is not a part of my daily vocabulary. So don't do that. Crystal said, whatever, Donnie. Hey, y'all know that's his girl. Y'all
you laughing at it.
Never even heard it.
You laughing at it.
Never heard nobody say that.
You laughing at it like it's funny. Okay, I ain't coming home tonight.
Hey, look.
I ain't coming home tonight now.
He sent the text message talking about, did you set the DVR?
Hey, I got something for all that. You want to
Yeah.
be funny? You laughing at it? Hey,
Oh,
come
look
on,
at him
man.
slide
Look,
across the yonder on the
he wa-
camera.
He,
My man,
he
hey,
want to
listen.
tap in, man.
Hey, my man wanted to tap in real quick. So y'all
Yeah.
already know, man. It is the best ASM in the business. We ain't gonna talk about where his job at, cause y'all will try to go to people's job talking about y'all want some shit free. But the best ASM in the business en route to
Yeah.
doing bigger and better things, because we know that is not the sum total of his experience and what he brings to the table. But my actual blood brother, my triplet, the guy who came out the womb 1 minute before I did. But when you think about it, they saved the best for last. So, but yeah, my guy Corey is in the building. Also E over there in the corner.
Yo, who is that? Governor.
Who's that? Giovanni Oglesby. Giovanni
Gio?
Oglesby. What's good, Gio?
What they do, Gio?
I don't know who you is per se, man, but we appreciate the fact that you tuned in. You got the CEO, the biggest boss in the building, with the exception of myself.
So
My man E to the Santos.
we all in the studio having a good time.
Major moves to the community coming soon, man. Y'all
So-
watch it. It's a whole gang activity lifestyle. But don't think of it as a traditional gang, because gang means
Growing a new generation.
growing a new generation.
Gotta be up point, Dottie.
That's definitely see what we coming with is we coming with a whole new outlook. Growing a new generation is gonna be a non-profit coming from Man Talk Monday. Definitely coming at a different angle, far as like we're growing a new generation. So we letting y'all see what it looked like. Owner, you know what I'm saying? I'm pointing to the wrong side, but that's the owner of a clothing line. We also, all of us doing a show, we always putting the energy out. It definitely is. We always putting the energy out. We all doing this show together. We trying to take it to the next level. We trying to keep moving up. We definitely taking this brand with us. As y'all see this brand, watch how it grow and watch how we grow. And then we got Gang coming over here. Oh shit, I can't. Okay, over here we got Gang coming.
And that nigga can
And
get
it's
in here
growing
on
a
the left
new
from the right
generation.
now.
You feel me? So it's growing a new generation, nonprofit organization to the community. We bringing that for the kids. You know, you want to yell gang? Well, yell it this way.
Yeah.
You know, let's go.
Also, man, y'all already know, man, me and myself, personally, I am a football coach, which is one of the things that I really enjoy doing. And I think that it has something to do with the fact that it assists my community. And that's another way I protect my queens. I realize that a lot of our queens, they are single mothers. And some of them is no fault to their own, and some of them have caused the situation that they're in. But regardless as to the fact, they have young boys that need to be taught how to be young men. And I think that that's one of the things that I do in order to help protect my sisters, my queens, is I mentor their child. And when I say I mentor your child, I don't just coach him in football. I will pull up to his school if necessary. I done left my job early because I need to go see about this one. I pull up to your school, I come to your house. Hey, whatever it needs to be done, man, to get your kid on the right track. You know, usually what happens is kids don't see the big dog in the yard, so they think that they run the yard. I'm going to come to the yard, and when I get to the yard, he's going to understand I run the yard. So that's what we do, myself as well as Devin. Now, I don't know if he do the personal pull-ups, but I myself personally,
I done put up the
I'm
P
pulling up.
schools.
You're-
bruh.
I mean,
That's
it's-
coach. Too late. Caught you already.
it's quite, yeah,
Caught you
already.
already.
Listen,
Too late. That's
and see,
why.
what
That's
I
why
do
you're
is-
young.
I fool everybody because when I come to your school, I be leaving from work. So I come to your school in a shirt or tie. They be thinking I'm a teacher. Don't nobody say nothing to me. I be having to find out where you at. But believe you me, I will pull up by your child for you. But I think that, you know, at the basis of our conversation, you know, it's yes, black man, we need to do a better job of protecting our black queens. Stop that.
Hey, listen.
Miss Ross can keep coming. Miss Ross, come in here for a second. Miss Ross.
Yeah, Levi's brother.
They
Yeah, let's
already know you
go.
here.
Yeah, let's
Come on
go.
here.
Yeah.
Yo,
They
yeah.
already know you in here. Miss Ross, we want to get
She
your
get
opinion about this. We trying to figure
We
this out.
definitely
On the female
you are a black
side of
queen First of all, Jesus Christ, did you really have to come in like that? I mean,
Hey.
I can't. I'm distracted. I don't know what to do. If we doing a radio show or something, okay, yeah,
Exactly.
Ms. Ross,
We
you
definitely gonna
you
have
have
a
expert
whole
knowledge
lot of
because you're a
more
black woman.
example of black leaders.
and this is a black
power.
Step on in here. You know you beautiful. You can get in this camera. But we have a business owner. We have a leader amongst our community. If it wasn't for Ms. Ross, we wouldn't be here on the radio as well as, reaching to this different audience. So, Ms. Ross, when there's an issue, when black women are saying that they don't feel protected by black men, what exactly does that mean to you?
When we say we don't feel protected,
Right. When you say you don't feel protected.
The other way, nigga. Speaking to the mic.
Oh, wow.
Her radio station. He gonna tell her to speak into the mic at her radio station.
oh wow, that could mean a lot. So I'm gonna try to narrow it down because
Okay.
it's very broad.
Okay.
So for me, I think it's because we feel like we're speaking about black men, right?
Right.
Okay, because we feel like black men are more so trying to be our competition. Like a lot of black men, from my personal experience, are in competition with me. I don't know if it's because they are intimidated, they're threatened, or they feel like because I'm a woman and the industry of business is so male dominated, they think that a lot of women use their bodies and sex and all of that to get to the top. And usually when they think that if I'm a woman and I'm attractive and you're at a job, right? And you've been there for years and the boss is a male, and then I show up on the scene and he's interested in me, not because of my brain or anything that I could contribute to the company, but because of my body. So I probably would advance quicker in the company because I have something that he really wants that you don't have. And I think that's what puts a lot of men in competition with women. But a lot of women like myself, we're not doing that. Like, we're not sleeping our way to the top or trying to, get somewhere in that way.
Okay.
I'm getting it out of the mud just like you guys. So I would prefer for you to support me in any way, shape, form, or fashion that you can, because I'm a black woman.
Okay. And you know what? First of all, I can't help but state that I'm very confused right now because you kept blinking and your eyelashes. I think that's why y'all be getting them eyelashes. Because I was mesmerized for a second. I really couldn't catch it. But fellas, we cannot be in competition with our black queens. We have to bolster their success just as much as they bolster ours.
But I
the
think
same way our
it
black
go two
queens.
ways though. I think from what bounce off of what she on, right? And to speak for the other man that's not in the room. I think we be in competition with y'all because y'all already on the mind frame that I got this bill, I got my car note, I got my rent. What can you do for me? So going into the relationship, we already into like, damn, I have to show her that I can take care of that. And
but no, let me clarify.
Like I said earlier,
but no,
you in the mind
but
frame
I'm
and
glad you said that. So let me take you guys back to the origin of the independent woman, because a lot of people have that misunderstanding in regards to independent women. First of all, independent women were created and we became who we are because we were dealing with men that wouldn't do it. So if you're the type of woman where your mom raises you to do everything on your own because you were raised in a household where your father wasn't there, then that's put in us. We have to be able to do everything that you're not willing to do. Like for me, I would take out the trash because nobody's there to do it. I would change the oil or take it to be serviced or try to change my car because nobody's there to do it. Now, if black men stood up and took the initiative to step up without us having to tell you to do it, then yes, we would let you do it. But it's kind of like, for me, I'm not about to tell a grown ass man to do nothing. You're grown. If I have sense and if I have wisdom, you should have the same amount of wisdom and sense that I have. Why should I, as a grown-ass woman, have to tell a grown-ass man, take the trash out because the trash is overflowing? Put gas in my car because it's on E. The car is dirty. You need to wash it. Come with your 50%. The light bill is due. Where's your half? That gets like very aggravating for black women.
So in that same voice, right? Do you wait for him to do it, or you just have a clock in your mind to say, "Damn, we should have did this already"?
No, we do it.
I'm for the snap because in your voice, you about to take off right there.
Yeah, no, because
you
we
just
do
about
it.
to snap. See, nah. I got you. But see, and that's when it goes back to it, right? You gotta let the man lead.
No. He has to take the initiative.
He got to take initiatives, but also you have to let him take initiative.
But this is the thing.
You can't sit back and say I want my man to take initiative and I want my man to lead, but also on his back and on his neck and on his shoulders.
Okay,
but
and that's why
give him the room or parlay room to say, baby, hold on, watch me work. I got this. But until you give us that area, we ain't got nothing to show you.
Okay, but this is the thing.
I rated too late, or I rated too boom. You feel
but
me?
we're on it. But see, this is the thing. When you say that, it's kind of like, let me use a good example. Say, for instance, the light bill is due.
Mm-hmm.
We all know the light bill due every freaking 30 days.
Yeah.
How many freaking days do you need to come up with your half of the freaking light bill? If you don't have it, I am going to pay the light bill.
I mean,
because I can't let us be in the dark.
because a lot of people don't ask for half, quote unquote. That girl want the whole light bill. Talking real spill at the end of the day. Y'all girls don't. I ain't never get no text message talking about half of nothing. It was always, can you pay this bill or that bill, or can you get me something to eat? Whatever. I ain't never seen half. But if you that girl that asked for half,
let me jump in.
that man probably ain't got that whole thing, so it's probably taking him a few days. You never know what that man going through to get that extra $30.
Okay, perfect.
And that's what I'm saying.
Let me do this. First, let me state that when you talk about bills, when you say bills, you're talking about us being together, us staying together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in any household, any successful household, any man, when you get paid, and this is how I do it. A certain percentage or a certain amount of my check goes into a specific account. That is so that we can take care of those bills. So I don't think that'll be an issue. The light bill due. If you look into our family checking account, that money is in the family checking account. Pay the light bill.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about gas for your car, keep in mind, that's your car. I don't know where you go every day except for what you tell me. So I don't know when you won't eat unless you
No. See, that's where you messing up at. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
You don't have to know. You don't have to know where I'm going. All you need to know is the fact that I get in that car and I drive it every day. Mm-hmm. The car is not going to run on air. It needs gas. So when I come home, it's your responsibility, or it should be your responsibility. You should take pride and want to go out there and make sure that my car is not on E. So when I get in the next morning, I can just get up and go and not have to stop at a gas station and put gas in the car. No, I can't. See, now you want me to babysit you. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. No, you have to go. You listen. You are. I just said. No, I just said I should not have to tell you what goes in a car. We all know that the car needs gas. Why do I have to remind you to put gas in my car?
Okay, this is perfect.
Yeah,
these are the little battles that we can have.
Yeah.
So now, Ms. Ross, today, what did you do today?
I worked all day.
Okay, you worked all day. What are you gonna do tomorrow?
I'm gonna work all day.
Okay, perfect.
I work every day.
Perfect. You work every day, right?
Get them, coach.
Now, let's say today, what you decided to do, what you didn't tell me, which is not, you don't have to, but you didn't tell me that you went to Sawgrass and you went a little shopping or whatever. Now you went all the way to Sawgrass. We don't stay near Sawgrass, so that is an extra trip. So now I'm not paying attention to your gas. But when you say, "Hey, baby, I need gas in my car," or "Baby, you ain't no gas in my car," okay, sugar, not a problem, baby. Let me go put gas in your car for you. It's not that we want you to baby us. It's not that we don't know that gas needs to be put in your car, because we know that all automobiles run on gas. But there's nothing wrong that you're not babying me by when you come home and you want a quarter tank. Hey, baby, I'm on a quarter tank. Okay, now I know. Now I can put it in my schedule. I can put it in my plans to go put gas in your car. I don't think that the issue is that the man has a problem with putting gas in your car. I just think that women expect for us to not need communication. And I need for you
But
to
you
tell
know
me
what? But this is the thing.
because I don't know.
But this is the thing. But this is the thing, though. I mean, it's like I said. This can go so many different ways. It really depends on. It really depends on where we coming from. Like where are we going back and back where our grandparents and how
talking about
we were
2020.
raised, because we know the era now is completely different on how my dad was raised.
Yeah.
Okay, so how my dad was raised, there was no reminding him to do anything because he was the head of the household. He led the family, and my dad still leads the family, and he's not even in either one of our families.
Right.
He takes the initiative to do what a man is supposed to do without my mom or his wife or anybody having to say anything,
Right, and
because he knows what he's supposed to do.
I think
That's just like a man doing all that, exactly all that what you said. And I've done been there. Did all that what you say, and I still got to come home and ask her where's dinner.
Oh no, see that now.
And all that. No.
But see, that's-
because you saying
but
that's petty or that's small.
No.
Or she should already know that
She-
should be done, right?
Yes,
Just how we should know. We should
that's
put
what I'm
gas
saying.
in that car, right?
It's both ways.
the interaction has to be the same on both.
Boy, I
Yeah.
eat every day. Boy, ain't no conversation in that.
So if you
We
got
gotta
a
eat
man,
to live.
so I agree with you. And I say this to women all the time, and like I said, it goes back to the traditional way of the household. If you got a man that's going to pay all the bills, take the initiative to do what he's supposed to do, then everything consistent with the inside of the house is your responsibility. You clean, you cook, you make sure the children are taken care of. You take them to school, you pick them up, you take them to the doctor's appointment. You do all the things within the household. He does everything on the outside of the household, the lawn, take the trash out, go to work, come up with his half of the bills. But again, in regards to like that whole 50-50 and that 100%, I completely agree with men, whereas women look at other situations and they judge their situations based on somebody else's situation. So if you got a man that only makes a certain amount of money and he's already stretched to the limit, then that's when you guys have to bounce off your income together. Now, if he could afford to take care of the entire household financially, then okay, I'm sure he would be the type to do so. But if he can't, then you have to meet him halfway, because that's the teamwork. That's the effort.
Now, but
I
now,
give
now,
that on
guess
that,
what?
my
Let me-
sister.
Let me.
I give that on that, my sister.
And like this is first of all, let me tell you guys something. Y'all is, yeah, I see Marlon saying, wait, why you came home on E? Christian said no babysitting here. Tanisha said, or Tanasha, depending on how you pronunciate it, but Miss Simpkins said gas may be extreme, but when you got out and you knew it was on low is another thing. Then Marlon said you drove it first, so or whatever. But I think that this is the thing. I think that what we do to each other, you as a woman, me as a man, we heap expectation upon each other. You don't know if I'm hungry. I don't expect you to cook thinking that I need to eat.
But you know what? I think it's different for everybody. Let me tell you something. When I was married, okay, I was with my ex-husband for almost 17 years. Because of how I was raised, whether I knew if he ate or not when he was at work, I cooked.
Right.
Because Monday through Friday, you have dinner on the table for a man that works.
Right.
If he came home and said, I already took a bite to eat while I was out, okay, the food was there. Right. So, you put it in the refrigerator, he can heat it up, take some to work the next day. You know what I mean? So I really, for me, it was always a routine.
Right.
So you have to get in a routine of doing things.
And I think that is a bigger issue. I think that the routine, and let me tell y'all something. I think that black men appreciated that routine. I think that black men didn't have a problem with that routine. I myself personally, me as a man in 2020, I have a problem that if me and Ms. Ross is in a relationship, Ms. Ross cook every day. I have a problem with that. I have a problem if I come home every day and Ms. Ross done cleaned up the house. You know why? Because this is our house.
I can do that.
You know
too.
why? Because you and I both need to eat. just as much as it is your responsibility to cook and clean, it is my responsibility to cook and clean as well. I think that if we adopt this ideology, if we adopt the ideology that us together as a unit,
Yeah.
our responsibility is to take care of each other, then we don't heap the expectation on each other. So you don't expect me to pay every bill because you know you're an adult and you create bill. You know you're an adult and you contribute to the financial debt of our house.
Well, and not only that, I'm a responsible adult. I'm not about to let things get cut off just because I'm trying to prove a point to you. You know, no, I'm gonna pay it because it needs to be paid. Yeah, it needs to be paid.
But I don't expect you to cook and clean every day. Some days I know that I'm gonna come home earlier than you did, and I'm gonna say, let me put some dinner on the stove for my old lady so when she get home she can eat. I know that you get tired, you work, you have my children, you take care of these children. I know that not all the time you're gonna feel like cleaning up the restroom. So that day I come home early, that day I'm at the house on the weekend, you know, you made them went out because you got to go grocery shopping. I done cleaned up the bathroom, cleaned up the house, mopped and everything. I think that is a partnership. And I
it should be a team effort at the end of the day.
The traditional sense, but I think that the time that we live in is not traditional at all.
Well, we don't have to live like that.
So all that's irrelevant,
so it
bro.
doesn't have to be like that. But some people still try to take on that traditional, you know, upbringing. But it doesn't have to be like that.
Right, and it shouldn't because
it really depends on you and your mate. Like do whatever.
It's who you choose.
Yeah,
to
do
be,
what is
and
best for you
things,
in your
bro.
household. Because I know a lot of men that don't even allow their wives to cook. They cook. Like they don't even she don't cook. The men cook. They take pride in cooking. And that's what they like to do.
And I know a female personally that don't want her husband working.
Get it in. Step up to the mic, young brother. Step up to the mic.
Like what I'm passionate about. So yeah, I think about it is like a lot of women don't consider the times that we live in. Like, so you go back to the 1950s, 1960s, even 1970s, a lot of women wasn't allowed to work.
Let's go pre-60s.
Pre-60s, so whatever that may be. So a lot of the roles in the household, you was expected to do because you wasn't working. Like if I'm in 1950s, 1960s, I've been working all day. Of course, I'm gonna come home and expect a meal because you haven't done anything today.
Right.
But now we're in 2020 when women is just as sexual as man. So if I'm working 50 hours a week or 55 or 60 hours a week, and you're working 50, how can I expect for me to come home and have those luxuries?
Right.
Like, baby, you just got off just like I did. Right. You feel me? But a lot of women don't take that into consideration. And a lot of times when you got to think about it, you think about as far as then your man making enough to do this. I make enough money to do this and do that, but it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
It shouldn't be that way because at the end of the day, if you want your money to go get your nails done, go get some clothes, shoes, I want that luxury also because at the end of the day, I work this 55, 60 hours a week for me to live comfortable.
But see, that's like we were saying, I think that's what he was saying too, where now that's where the team effort comes in.
Exactly.
Like you have to be, everybody has to be
money.
considerate of each other.
Yes.
So you know what? Nobody has to clean up. Nobody has to do nothing while we're working. Let's just tackle this on the weekend. Like you bounce off of each other. Like if you got the energy to do it, then you do it. You don't hound him about doing it. He might be tired. If she's tired, then you bounce back and forth like that. Like it's a team effort. Like nobody's like should be in competition with the next person, or let me sit around and see how long it take him to do this. No, that's that bullshit. Just do it. That's gonna cause the friction in the relationship. Now you're trying to compete. Don't do the competition thing. Just do it out of the kindness of your heart because you really want your mate to be comfortable. You really want to pick up the slack and you really want to make life easy for your mate. I think if both of y'all got the mindset of let me make her life easy, let me make his life easy, life is just gonna be easy.
If it ain't got it like that, it ain't gonna never be easy.
But you know what? See, I think that's it. That the issue is right. That and listen again. I cannot stress enough, sisters. I love y'all so much. I could not be here without a black queen. I won't leave here without a black queen, and I have black queens all around. So let me state that. But I think that the issue is that this younger generation of women, keep in mind, we can only go by what we see. Same way women can only go by what they see. I think that the younger generation of women are trying to uphold the older standards for men
Mhm.
without actually upholding those standards
For
for
themselves.
themselves. So that creates a divide in our community because while me, him, while we're saying, and you even yourself, while we're saying, baby, listen, I just want you to meet me and meet me wherever you can, but meet me somewhere. I don't want to have to keep coming to pick you up. I want you to meet me somewhere. So if I make more than you, cool. I understand that I should bear a bigger financial responsibility in our household than you do. But then also, if you make more, as much as I'm going to try,
That go back to protect
you
the
owe
sanity.
to the household at least 50% of the household. Because my mindset is we should move off of my income. If you make $1,200 every week, and I only make $900 every week, then we need to move.
Then
off
I'm
of
not.
what I
This
make,
is the
not
thing,
what you
and a
make.
lot of women see. A lot of people not. I don't know. I've heard a lot of different women say a lot of different things, but me personally, I'm not dipping into my man's pockets when I make more than him for nothing. If I make more than him, I'm gonna make sure I cover everything, and his money can go towards the other things that we may want to do. Just put it in the bank. We can use that money maybe to travel on, go shopping or splurge on it. But I'm not gonna really expect my mate to take on the full responsibilities of paying mortgages, taxes every year when I know he's not bringing in the money that I'm bringing in. So that's just me. I'm not gonna do that. Use that money, like I say, for our travel expenses.
Right. And see, that's the thing. Like,
The damn internet bill or whatever.
Like I say,
Yes, cable bill,
Yeah, like
something
whatever.
like
The
that.
miscellaneous
well,
stuff.
see that,
bro.
but
Yeah.
this is why I say that when we move, we should move off of the income that I have in our chores. And what I mean that is, let's say if I'm able to contribute $1,000 a month for rent, right? That's not accounting for other bills. We're talking about just for where we live. I know I got a band every month. Then what you should do is you should match my band, and we should be at something 2,000 or below. We shouldn't go above 2,000 because you can contribute 1,500 because that contributes.
So you
to
want to live below your means?
I want to. I don't want to live below our means.
Average.
But the thing is, let's say
That's
if
coming in that.
you
His
can,
income.
you can afford 1,500 a month.
You living under
I
your
can only
means.
afford 1,000. So if we move somewhere that's 2,500, then
That's
there
what
can
I'm
be
about.
an issue where you feel like, damn, I'm kind of overwhelmed because I'm putting in the majority. I'm putting in more.
Exactly.
Now it's not to say that
It
you
depends
should
on what
feel that
girl
way,
you got, bro.
but we know that
I
a lot
don't
of
think
women
you.
do
No,
feel that
it
way.
shouldn't be
It
like
depends
that.
on what girl you got.
Yeah, it
because if you
shouldn't
only
be like
bringing
that.
in 3, and she matches you with, but she picks out a $14, $15 household or whatever like that, that means she already talked to herself. Yeah, I'm going to pay majority of this rent,
No,
and I expect him to do the miscellaneous thing, the
but that's
cable,
the
the
thing.
internet, or
That's the
whatever,
problem.
bro.
That's the problem that we have. It's because we separate the incomes, right? So you make 70, I make 40, whatever that may be.
Right,
And that's the problem. You make 70 and I make 40.
right,
But we don't combine those incomes.
right. To be
Right.
$100,000 husband.
You feel me? We don't combine those.
Because together you can't handle and maintain
I
a
just
100,000
make enough
household,
to do
bro.
this,
Even
but
when
you
you put it
don't combine
together,
those.
bro, the math won't match
Just like
up.
as far as that, what sometimes
Alright.
women don't realize
10 plus 9 don't
is
equal
just,
20. It's always going to equal 19,
women don't
bro.
realize is just man has evolved, just as women has evolved. Back in the days, listen, my mom taught me to cook, wash my own clothes. So a lot of those things that we don't need women for. So now you have to compensate for something else. Because baby, I could wash my own clothes. That's nothing.
At the end of the day,
I can cook.
relationships lack unconditional love.
Exactly,
People are
bro.
straddling the fence. People are
Exactly.
protecting their own assets.
It's not about financial, none
Nobody's
of
really
that
going
bullshit,
into
bro.
relationships no more, really putting themselves out there. Everybody is kind of sort of trying to have a backup plan.
You
And
have to.
No, you don't.
and
No, you don't, bro. No, you don't.
and that's
you
just
don't.
how
No, you don't. I'm a grown ass man on this show, on live, and I'm telling you, bro, no backup plan, no nothing. If this don't work, I'm drowning. I'm dead. But I'm gonna wake up the next morning. That's you. That's you. That's you. That's you. Me. I'm gonna wake up the next morning saying, "No, you gonna let me talk? You gonna let me talk? You gonna let me talk? Me? Come on, yeah, shit him out. The next morning, I'm gonna wake up like, damn, boy, I probably put all my basket. I put all my eggs in that basket. It didn't work out. That's not my first time I did it. That's not gonna be my last time I did it. You feel me? I got married at.
So it's a trust factor.
Like it's all what you want to accept. And what, if you want love in your life, you want to accept anything. And you not accept, but you gonna willing to go for what you like, bro. Ain't no 100% person out here, bro. Everybody got flaws, bro. It's all about who you tolerate in life, bro.
Let me say this.
Ain't nobody perfect in
There's
this life.
something to be said, and I think that you should have a backup plan. And I want
you going in for the wrong way, bro. You ain't going in the whole.
Let me explain what I mean.
So y'all believe in prenuptial agreements, then basically?
No. When I mean backup plan, I mean that
crazy.
We are not guaranteed.
Yeah, nothing is guaranteed.
And whoever I'm with, as much as I would like to have those diluted visions of grandeur and think that we're gonna be together forever, that is simply not the case in every situation. I respect, I appreciate, I'm happy that if me and Ms. Ross don't work out, Ms. Ross knows that she needs to be able to move on past me. She has prepared herself to be able to sustain without me. That is a backup plan. It is not to say that that your backup plan includes y'all failing, so you need to make sure. But at the end of the day, regardless as to what,
so do you believe in
self-preservation,
somebody hiding money from you? So if you with a woman and she has a separate account that you know nothing about, that's okay with you.
Why?
Hey, let me answer your question.
Get
on the mic.
So what he just said, it don't make no sense. Self-preservation at the end of the day, my man.
Let's first and foremost, any money she hide, she can afford to hide. At the end of the day, let's be honest. If you able and capable to hide money from me and take all the bills and everything is taken care of, you are well deserved that.
So you don't mind.
I have
no problem with that.
Because if I can go on the street and make $10 and put it up, and you don't know nothing about it, and when something go down and I go grab it, and I'm out. Why? How you going somewhere you ain't got shit? That's the first thing you say to a man when he ain't showing you everything.
Well, not all women. Some women
do. When a man don't have enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't got.
But it goes back, like he said, it depends on the type of woman that you got.
It all depends on what type of woman you got, bro. If you don't go in that, the full 100%, bro, ain't no sister going in it, bro. Ain't no sister going in there, bro. That don't. If you go in there, if you go in there 50% and get mad when little mama give you 50%, you stupid. You straight up stupid.
What I'm saying is,
what you mean? What is the power then, Corey? What's the power then?
I watch.
Somebody sit down then, bro. Talking to Mike. Talking to Mike. Yo, me, what is it?
Right. So
what you in this for?
Talking to Mike. Nobody's gonna hear you.
Yeah, talking to Mike.
Lean forward.
Okay, so I don't mind, and if it's because I have my own separate account or whatever, that doesn't mean I'm not 100% invested into this. I mean, everybody has a savings, right? When you have life insurance, that doesn't mean that you want to die. That just means, listen, if I do this and if I die, I got something to fall back on. You feel me? And that's all that means. And that's all that means. So guess what? If I'm with a girl 30, 40 years, whatever, or 10 years, and it don't work out, that means, like, listen, we got a joint account, baby. You can have that. Because guess what? I had a backup plan.
Split that.
That doesn't mean you gotta split that, have that, whatever.
Cut that. That's joint. We need that half.
Not even half. Because if I break it with you, whatever we got together, you can have all of it.
Shit.
You can have all.
You better man than me.
Well, see, I understand what he's saying about having the backup plan, because there are few people in the world in relationships who can break up and put their mate up. You don't. It's rare that a mate, if we were to break up and if I'm making more than you and we decide, okay, we're gonna split. It's rare that you split on good terms and I say I'm gonna put you up in an apartment for about a year or so, let you get on your feet. I'm gonna continue to pay this, light bill for you, and I'm gonna give you an allowance, just so you can get on your feet. That's rare. We don't really hear that happening. And so I guess that's where he comes in with, no, you got to have a backup plan because, like I said, you really going to be asked out. Once we split up, you on your own. It's every man for himself.
Right. So, guys, let me, okay. Yeah, I need 50-50 Crystal. Guys, man, listen, let me tell you something, man. It was a pleasure, but I just want everybody to know, I want everybody to write this down. This show is not going anywhere. It's going to be recorded. Ms. Ross said, if we break up, she gonna give me an apartment for a year. Y'all just remember that, okay? Y'all remember she said that. But man, it's a pleasure as always, man.
My word is my bond. I got you, boo.
Hey man, we coming up on 10 o'clock, man, and you already know, man. 10 o'clock. It's time for us to get the bills paid.
Man Talk Monday, baby, every Monday.
Man Talk Monday here every Monday, 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. Y'all already know how we feel, people. Y'all know how we feel. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know how we feel, man. It's all love, man. It's all love, man. We always, we're gonna continue to have that type of fun. We're gonna continue to do, what it is that we do. We're gonna continue to try to bring about conversation and change. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I hope y'all have a good evening.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for